These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges' scorecards. And that hook scores. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Looking to land the hook. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That right hand scored perfectly. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Cameron in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of... Here we go. It's round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Defense is not an option for these two. You'd like to see more jabs. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Oh my God, Johnny! The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Let's talk about Cameron. There's the bell to start round 3. Well, Johnny, give her some advice here. We know what she's got to do. It's desperation time after being dropped in that last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. And this is a game changer. Cameron may be ready to go. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? They won't stop firing power shots. Let's see if it works out. They both want the knockout. Heavy shot that was, and Cameron in real trouble here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Cameron in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. There's the bell for round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Block that jab. It's all offense all the time. Beautiful counter shot. The perfect counter lands. And she blocks that right uppercut. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. She got clipped by that counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Cameron in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Get focused. Get your mind back up.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Ooh, Chantel Cameron just got rocked. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can you continue?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took her out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV.